Hey everyone, Dylan here, and I decided to do a video about how I think Attack on Titan Season 3 will end next year. Because they did the first core, the first 12 episodes, and now they're going to wait until April to do the last 12. And I'm going to predict, based on what I know from the manga, of how it will end based off of certain things that have shown up in this last episode. And I don't want to say right now. I'm going to try to make it as spoiler free as I can, but I might possibly accidentally say some major spoilers for one, season 3 possibly, and two, the manga in general. Now, the first thing I want to talk about is that ending sneak peek to the second part of season 3, which had a Levi versus Mikasa kind of showing that they were about to fight each other. And that shows to me that that I didn't think they'd get this far in the anime, at least in season 3, because this battle that they talked about at end of episode 12, the battle that you're gonna see, it's kind of obvious what the battle is. It's gonna be Colossal and Armored and Beast versus the Survey Corps. It's kind of easy to put like two and two together with what was shown. And I didn't think they would make it at least sort of to that part, or at least I didn't think, I don't know, because this battle in the manga, I feel like it was like this battle was dragged on and it kind of almost forgot about, kind of made some people forget that the whole goal of them going there was to get to Aaron's basement to find out what is down there. And that comes to what I think how they'll end it. They're gonna do the big old battle. It's like I feel like it's like multiple. They dragged it so long that I feel like it was like multiple different battles that went on. And I will say this: it's not really. I don't know if it will be considered a spoiler, but I don't know if they'll get to it. But they do have a new weapon to use on one of the Titans, one of the big those of the three Titans just mentioned. I'm not gonna say what it is. I'll just say that they get a new weapon, or they make a new weapon to fight against one of them. And I'm trying to think of what I was gonna say for this video. All I was gonna say for it. Like it's obvious that they're gonna be able. It's obvious of how far it's gonna go based off of just the very beginning of the first episode with showing Aaron at the standing on like a beach, which there is not any beaches inside the walls. There could be lakes, but not really beaches um, to like the ocean and the sea. And that's kind of his kind of main goal is to get outside of the wall and get into the basement and plug up the wall and that kind of stuff. And how this could end will be in my mind. I feel like they should. This might not be true of how they will, but in my eyes, I think that they should end it with them getting to the basement. They finally get to the basement, and they just end it there. Fourth season starts off what they discover in the basement. Then maybe they do a little sneak peek like they did at the end of season 1 with like the wall with like the Titan in the wall with like the wall, a little bit of the wall crumbling down. You see a Titan inside. They could do something like that at the end of season 3 to show, um, or and like at the end of season 2, you see like the Beast Titan on like the very outer, was it Walmaria? Like they do something like that again with season 3, showing a very little sneak peek of what to expect for season 4. Because once they get into that basement, it's like a whole new, it's a big ass can of worms gets opened, and there's like a whole. I'm trying not to spoil what is in the basement, but it is a lot of information to take in all at once. This is no joke. Like they kind of tease at some of the stuff with some of the, I guess, some of the books that have been shown with Historia and her and the Rice family and the secret that they've been keeping. And that's how I feel like they should end it. It might not necessarily be how they'll end it, but I feel like that's a good way to probably end it and get people excited for season 4 to find out, to keep it, like I said, keep it on a cliffhanger, to keep people want the next season. That way season 4 will get made. But in my eyes, I feel like it kind of started going downhill once they got into the basement, because it's just, I don't know. I think I'm like 2 or 3 chapters behind right now on the manga, but it's been going slightly downhill because like I said, it's like a whole crap ton of information like just thrown at you. And I'll say a little bit about what's in the basement. It's not really a spoiler because it's kind of might be a little obvious, but you'll learn more about Grocer Jaeger, because he's been a suspicious character ever since the beginning. Because you find out now about what happened to him, about where he is now, which, spoiler for people who haven't watched who haven't watched the first 12 episodes, but he injects Eren with like the Titan serum or whatever it's called, and then Eren eats him and gains the Titan power. But I will say that Eren's scream, like the title of the last episode of season 2, Scream, that scream power is a lot more important than anyone's gonna think. It is extremely important power. That's all I'm gonna say for that. And that's all I got for this video. If you enjoyed this video, why not consider subscribing for more Otaku content, and I will see you in my next video, possibly. Bye.